Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Dai, and today I'm bringing you my July manga haul for 2023. This month's stock is much more manageable, and so yeah, I did do a little bit of shopping when I went to the manga meeting, and I got some volumes of things that I had read through Hoopla, which is a service that my library offers for the Manga Pride Readathon. And so yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting to all of this. And I even read one of the volumes that is in this haul before I did this haul for you, which is unusual. So let's just get into it. First off the top here is volume 1 of Like a Butterfly by Sue Morishita. This is published by Viz Rated Teen. This is a shoujo romance about a girl who is very shy and she ends up falling for a classmate, and I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. I do enjoy Sue Morishita's art style. I have yet to finish Shortcake Cake, I believe is the one that is by Sue Morishita, but I really enjoyed it. We read volume 1 for the Monochrome Manga Club, and so I am starting to collect this one because I do, like I said, really like her art style, and what I've read of the other series I enjoy as well. One of the volumes that I got because I enjoyed it so much, reading it on Hoopla, was Would You Like to Be a Family from Tokyo Pop. This is by Koyama, rated mature. So this is a bunch of short stories. The first story follows our characters here, and there are 3 or 4 other stories in here that follow other gay couples, and I really enjoyed that. So yeah, there are 3 short stories, and then there's some bonus content. So the first story, like I said, is with this couple, and the bonus content also has to do with this couple here. And there's a story about a high schooler who falls for a college kid, and then there is a story about 2 college kids. And so yes, I really enjoyed this one, and so I decided to go ahead and add it to my personal library. Got volume 2 of Wolf Girl and Black Prince by Ayuko Hata. This one's published by Viz, rated older teen. I believe this is a shoujo romance, and so I'm just collecting that one for the moment. Volume 4 of Can't Stop Cursing You, art by Natsuko Uruma. Original story by Kensuke Koba. This is the final volume in this series, published by Yen Press, rated older teen. So this world has curse breakers and curse killers. And so we follow a curse breaker who is trying to find curse killers in these volumes, and there's like an overarching kind of story that connects all of the cases that they work on. I really enjoyed what I've read so far of the series. I believe I've read 2 volumes. I was waiting for this one to come out. We read volume 1 for the Monochrome Manga Club, and I really enjoyed it. It definitely gave me the vibes of Death Note, which we also read from the Monochrome Manga Club, but it is different. So there is like a supernatural twist, but you got that like detective kind of mystery-esque feel to this series, and I really enjoyed what I've read so far, so I'm looking forward to finishing this one up. Volume 13 of Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest. Story and layouts by Hiro Mashima, art by Atsuo Ueda. This one's published by Kodansha, rated teen, so this follows our characters from Fairy Tale, and I'm really looking forward to continuing going on adventures with these characters. Not sure how soon I want to jump into this though. My daughter is reading them as we get them, but I'm the type of person that really likes to have everything or most of it before I start, because I can get antsy having to wait for volumes to come out. And so yes, she's really enjoying what she's read so far though, so I'm really looking forward to getting into that one eventually. Volume 5 of Bungo Stray Dogs 1. This has original story by Kafka Asagiri, art by Neko Kanai, and character design by Sango Harukawa. This one is published by Yen Press, rated teen, so this is the chibified version of our characters from Bungo Stray Dogs, and I believe there are some comedic elements to the stories in here. And yes, we really enjoy Bungo Stray Dogs. Another one of the volumes that I read on Hoopla for the Manga Pride Readathon replay. This is by Saki Sukahara, Published by Tokyo Pop, rated mature. So this is a friends to lovers story about these two characters here on the cover. They're both on the baseball team and they're getting ready to graduate, and suddenly one of them starts pulling away and the other one doesn't know why. And so this follows the start of their relationship and them growing as a couple. And I really enjoyed this one. The art style, Saki Sukahara's art style is gorgeous. I absolutely love the art style. And volume 4 of Versailles of the Dead by Kumiko Suekane. This one's published by 7 Seas, rated older teen. Truthfully, I'm not quite sure what this one is about, but I had volumes 1 and 2. I got them really cheap, and so I was waiting for the rest of it because I knew we didn't have it all. And so we're starting to collect that. I apparently do not have volume 3 yet, so we need to get that to fill this in. But I have read After School Charisma by this author, and in that one there are a bunch of historical characters that were cloned. This one seems to have historical characters as well, because the back of this one says Joan of Arc and Antoinette, which must be Marie Antoinette. So I have a feeling we're dealing with other historical characters in this series as well. After School Charisma was interesting. I did borrow that whole series from my library. It was definitely not what I was expecting, so I'm looking forward to seeing what I think about this series. But yes. Volume 3 of Malevolent Spirits, Monogatari, story and art by Onigunso. This one's published by 7 Seas, rated teen. So this is about a guy who doesn't like these Tsukumogami, but ends up having to live and work with them. And we really enjoyed what we read so far. We read volume 1 for the Monochrome Manga Club. I'm really looking forward to getting to volume 2 and now this one. I do enjoy all of the covers. The covers have been really pretty and interesting, and so yeah. And volume 2 of The Summer You Were There, story and art by Yuama. This one's published by 7 Seas, rated teen. So this is a girl's love story about our character here, who is a writer and ends up completing a manuscript, but not really telling anyone. And then our other character here finds out and asks to read it, and loves it so much and really wants this character to write some more, but this character has no inspiration to write. So the other character suggests that they date in order to give inspiration for another story. But this character has something in her past that she's done that is pretty terrible. And I kind of feel like this story is going down kind of a sad kind of turn, just based on what I read on the first volume. I'm looking forward to reading more of this. Unfortunately, the copy that I received is kind of really badly damaged over here. It looks like the spine, the cover wasn't glued on properly. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's like all crunkled up over here, and it just looks like a really bad job. And it's not even like connected to the spine over here at the top. So I may try to exchange that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing with this one. I also read volume 1 of The Summer You Were There for the Manga Pride Readathon. Volume 27 of Set Off of the End, Vampire Rain, story by Takuya Kagami, art by Yamato Yamamoto, and storyboards by Daisuke Furuya. This one's published by Viz, rated older teen. So this is a story about our characters who live in a world that is reigned by vampires, and one of them is able to escape from the vampire's reign and has now vowed to exact revenge. We read volume 1 for the Monochrome Manga Club. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would, considering when I watched the anime, I didn't really enjoy it. But I also haven't gone back to this series and tried to read anymore. My daughter, on the other hand, really enjoys this series, so we are continuing to collect it. I will read more of that eventually. I will. I have volume 3 of Only the Flower Knows by Rihito Takarai. This is published by June Manga, and it's rated mature. So this, I believe, is the last volume in this series. I really enjoy the other works that I've read from Rihito Takarai, and so I wanted to try out the series. I believe I heard about this series from 365801 on their channel, and so I'm really looking forward to getting into this one. I was going to read it for the 801 Readathon, but I didn't get around to doing that. So I will eventually get to this series. I saw this one at the store when I was there for the Monochrome Manga Club. That is The Two Lions, story and art by Nagisa Furuya, published by 7 Seas, rated teen. So it's about two guys who went to the same high school, except one of them was feared as a secret gang leader, and because of that he escaped to a faraway college to make new friends, and this other guy becomes his first friend and vows to help him make more friends, but are his feelings for Leo getting stronger than friendship? So I'm hoping this is going to be nice and sweet, considering it is teen. I'm finding that I really enjoy nice and sweet romances, as far as especially the BL that I've consumed lately. And so, yes, looking forward to that one. I have volume 2 of What's Wrong with Secretary Kim, art by Myungmi Kim, original story by Gyeongyun Jung. This one is published by Yam Press, rated teen. So this is, I believe, what the drama What's Wrong with Secretary Kim is based on. I really enjoyed that drama. Really enjoyed it. And so I'm really looking forward to checking that one out in the manhwa. It is full color. And this is a story about this guy who has a secretary. And the secretary one day tells him that she's going to quit. And then he realizes that she may mean more to him than he realized. I have volume 1 of The Summer Hikaru Died by Moku Mokuren. This one's published by Yam Press, rated teen. So it seems like Hikaru had gone up into the mountains one day, and then when he came back, it wasn't the same. And in the back here it says it has Hikaru's face. And so not really sure. I'm really trying not to get spoiled about what's going on with this. I've seen it a lot, but I'm really interested to find out what's going on with this. I mean, it kind of leads me to believe that he got like possessed. It could be something else, but it definitely sounds like he got possessed. So I'm interested to see what that one is actually about. I have volume 1 of Disney's Twisted Wonderland, the manga. Book of Heart's Labule. Heart's Labule? Not sure. This is original concept by Yana Toboso, who does Black Butler. Storyboards by Wakana Hazuki and art by Sumire Kawano. This one's published by Viz, rated teen. I believe this is based on the game. I haven't actually played the game, but I've seen people play it, and I've seen a couple of other things, and I really enjoyed it. I really do like the concept, and so I'm looking forward to getting into this one. And of course, it's original concept art by Yana Toboso, so I really enjoy what I've read of Black Butler so far. It's another series that I really need to get back to. But yes, really looking forward to getting into that one. I picked this one up while we were at the store for the manga club meeting, and that's Imitation Volume 1 by Kyungran Park. This one's published by Yam Press, rated teen. So the top here says there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? So it's about a girl who wants to become an idol, but she embarrasses herself on a popular talk show. And that embarrassment also lands her on the bad side of a male idol. So now she's got to like make things right and try to convince him and the world that she's the real deal. That's what the back says. So I thought it sounded interesting. The art style is interesting as well. This is full color, and I'm looking forward to checking that one out. Picked this one up for my daughter, Persona 4 Arena, Volume 2. This is by IQ and Atlas. This is a Barnes & Noble exclusive edition published by Udon Entertainment. And like I've said before, they don't put their age rating on the back, but I have to believe this is at least older teen. And my daughter really enjoys this franchise, so we've been collecting that one for her. I have volume 2 of The Titan's Bride. I read this one for the Manga Pride Readathon. Published by 7 Seas by ITKZ. This one is rated mature. And so this is about a guy who, I don't even know if I can like hold this up because it's kind of a suggestive cover. But it's about this guy who gets transported into this world by this Titan. And there's a curse on the family that says that he can't marry someone from his realm or something. And so he like summons this guy who's a high school senior, I believe. He's into basketball. He's on the basketball team. And he says, I'm going to make you my bride. And so it's kind of about them getting to know each other and kind of feeling things out and seeing if this could possibly work. And so, yeah, I'm really looking forward to continuing with this series. Something happened at the end of volume 1. And I'm interested to see how it's going to turn out. There are also other realms in this world that I'm interested in exploring. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in this volume. Now, here's the one volume that I actually read from this before I hauled these volumes for you. So I've got volume 6 and 7 of Cherry Magic by Yu Toyota. These are published by Square Enix, manga rated mature. So this tagline of this series is 30 years of virginity can make you a wizard. So we're following our character here, Adachi, who has turned 30 and he can suddenly hear the thoughts of anyone he touches. One day while he is waiting for the elevator, he accidentally rubs up against Kurosawa, who is someone who entered the company at the same time, but he hasn't really ever talked to, and comes to find out that Kurosawa actually is harboring feelings for him. And so I'm sure you can tell based on these covers that they eventually get together. I read up through volume 4 for the Manga Pride Readathon. And then this month I've actually read volumes 5 and 6. Truthfully, I am not at a point right now where I'm enjoying the series. There are just some things that are happening with this series that I am not enjoying. And I know it's a personal issue for me. It's definitely not something that's going to affect a lot of people, but it's definitely affecting me to the point that when I was talking about this series and my issues with it to my mom, I was getting really, really angry. So I don't know if I want to continue with this series at this point. I do have volume 7 and I have already ordered volume 8 this month. So we'll see how I feel after volume 7 and 8. But at this point, after volume 6, I was very upset. And so, yes. I can tell you that I'm very interested in Adachi's best friend, Adachi. There's also a secondary storyline with Adachi's best friend, Suge, who we're following like his kind of blossoming relationship with someone else. And I'm enjoying that storyline a lot more than I'm enjoying Adachi and Kurosawa. So I may read just for that couple. But yeah, this couple is irritating me a bit. I also do not understand why this series is rated mature, because up through volume 6, there isn't really anything I would consider mature. Like, everything's kind of off screen. The most like spiciest thing you see are naked torsos, and so I don't feel like that should make anything mature. And it doesn't actually say like Yampress why it's rated mature. But yeah, up through volume 6, the only like spicy thing that I could see was naked torsos. So yeah, not quite sure why that's rated mature, but at this point I definitely need to take a break from reading it because it has made me upset. And yeah, that's about all I can say without getting spoilery. I've got volume 11 of Soul Eater, the Perfect Edition by Atsushi Okubo. This one's published by Square Enix Manga, rated older teen. We have watched the entirety of this anime, and we read volume 1 of the manga, not the Perfect Edition, but the single edition for the Monochrome Manga Club. And I really enjoyed both experiences. So we're collecting the Perfect Edition, and we'll eventually read through it, but we really enjoyed the anime. And so, yeah, those editions are gorgeous. And then, of course, keeping up with Solo Leveling with the light novel version, volume 8 by Chugong. So this is published by Yen On, ages 16 and up, so that is older teen. So this is a story about our character Jin Woo-sung, who is a low-level monster hunter. And at the beginning of this story, he goes in for a job, and because he's so low-leveled, everybody gets really comfortable, and they think this is going to be really easy because obviously if he's there, it can't be too hard, right? So they go into this dungeon to clear it out of the monsters, because if they don't, all of the monsters will come out and wreak havoc onto society. They've left this one a bit too long, and so it's kind of important that they get this done, but it should be easy. We go in, and it turns out it's in a rare double dungeon, and the secondary dungeon that's inside is a super high level dungeon, and the entire team that was in there pretty much gets obliterated. And right before Jin Woo-sung dies, he sees a message come up that says, "Would you like to be a player?" And so with nothing left to lose, he accepts, and that sends him on this journey of kind of playing this game where he's like leveling up himself, leveling up his abilities, and that's also taking him places in his profession. So I've really enjoyed the series so far. I believe I've read 3 or 4 of these novels. I am behind. I do want to get back to it, but with all the readathons and things that I've been doing, I just have not gotten a chance to fit this for any of the prompts. So I'm really looking forward to getting back to this one. There's definitely some like political things happening where I left off, and so I'm looking forward to continuing. And so that is the last thing that I have for this haul. As always, if there's anything in my hauls that you would like to hear my thoughts on, definitely let me know down in the comments below, and I'll try to prioritize those reads and get you my thoughts as soon as I can. Or if I've already read it, I can direct you to the video that has my thoughts on that volume. But let me know down in the comments below if you have picked up any of these volumes and what you thought, but please no spoilers. And if nothing else, and you'd just like to let me know that you were here, if you could leave me a palm tree emoji down in the comments below, that would be greatly appreciated and would really help me out, and that will do it for me today. So I hope you're all doing great. I hope you're all safe and healthy. And until next time, take care and smile always. Bye.